thinking of a master plan. Now, what can turn a $500,000 into 1 million? Fish is my favorite dish, but if I pick a chick, I'd probably switch. What up, y'all? We all been programmed, man. That's the title of the day. We all been programmed, man. And we don't have to be programmed. This is why they don't want us to think on our own, because once we start thinking on our own, then we think outside of the box. You see what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna move that shit. That shit's new and it smells good. But once you start thinking outside the box, it's over. Just like what Pac said in that song, Staring at My Rearview. Once a motherfucker gets an understanding of how the game is, then you basically gonna win. And this is what people got to understand, and a lot of people do not understand. I don't know if it's from drinking, smoking, or whatever the case, and I'm not knocking none of that. But I do believe when the Bible says stay sober because the devil's like a lion seeking who he should destroy and devour. Remember, the devil is not some person with horns and some damn fire. You know, Satan had come cast down to earth. Remember that? Satan is a group of people, or should I say he works through a group of people. And more than likely he's working through the people who rule the world the most, because they have the most power. They have the most, that gives him the best chance to have the biggest influence on the world. You know what I mean? Which brings me to the point of why people are always talking about the black people are committing the most crimes and they're doing the most dirt and evil in the world, man. And I don't make an excuse for what black people are doing. You know what I mean? And they're not innocent, but they are not the most people. They're not the people who's committing the most crimes. It might be on record, but they are not the most people committing the most crimes, because just like I said a minute ago, the devil is going to work through the people who have the power, the most. You can't say that, okay, I made porn, but it's not my fault if people sleep with other people. You still have blood on your hands. You can't say, okay, I bring the boat with the drugs and guns, but it's not on my hands if they kill each other. Why'd you bring it? Because if you really think about it, how would they get guns and drugs and shit like that if you didn't bring it? It'd be harder for them to get it. I'm not saying they're innocent. Not saying you're completely guilty. But why don't this man of sin that everybody act like don't exist, why nobody hold him accountable? Or why is it we just point the finger at the black people and that's it? They're the only ones selling drugs and this and that. Why is that? Because you're programmed to do it. They can't program you to say, see, the Illuminati's the one that you should be worried about. They can't do that. Because once you do that, then blacks and whites and Mexicans and everybody else going to relate to each other. And then they're going to start looking at, that guy. See, that's the problem. They don't want you to look at that guy. They want you to look over here or there, anywhere but that guy. That's actually the one causing the most problems. How can a racist person look at a black video of some kids fighting or something? Mind you, kids fighting in school, right? Don't know no better, just kids fighting in school. How can you look at that and not look at people going to other countries, stealing and killing entire countries for oil? How do you ignore that? How can you say that this is a problem? Or let's just say a black person killed a black person in some video or some shit, like the Vegas incident. How can you look at that and shame that? Bad black guy, bad black, whatever, you know, they're gonna say the racial words and shit. How can you look at that but ignore the fact that other people go to other countries, still kill and destroy for oil and shit? So you're saying that one little murder is worse than all these other murders? Or how can you look at what black people do wrong and ignore the fact that poison's been put in your food? Ignore the fact that you're getting robbed from your mortgage and shit. See, when you start to look at it as, my race is doing some wrong shit too, you stop being so damn racist. And you start to relate to other people, because you start to realize that, hey, we're the same. We're actually in the same fucking boat. So yes, you, Chad, the suburban kid, you're in the same boat as me, for real. And when it comes to crime, Chad, the suburban kid, might be selling weed just like me. I'm not saying I sell weed, because I don't got to. I'm blessed. Maybe I would consider it, though, if I owned a weed store. But the point is this. Chad, the suburban kid, can have a car just like mine. Right? Or it don't even matter what car he got. Chad, the suburban kid, might not have a car like mine. Or whatever. We're not even going to go there, because now that's some stereotype of shit. That ain't got nothing to do with if somebody sells drugs or nothing. Let's just say this. Chad, the suburban kid, sells drugs. Let's just say 10 black dudes don't sell drugs, but they come from a area where people put rims and shit on their car, right? And I don't want to hear that. Don't put rims in your car. You got to live your life. I'm not going to live my life a certain way because an officer might think, oh, he's doing this or that. Let me pull him over. Like Pac said, Mr. Police, please try to see that there's a million motherfuckers dressed just like me. Meaning, I'm going to dress like this because I come from this, but you shouldn't judge me for that. So back to what I was saying. Chad, the suburban kid, might be the one selling the drugs, but the cop not looking at him. He looking at me. So what that means is the 13% that y'all claim that are committing so much more crimes than everybody else gets looked at more. Chad, the suburban kid, rolled right past the cop. But the cop see me on the rims, oh, let me pull him over. We both guilty. But Chad, the suburban kid, skated right off. He committing the same crime as me. He just not going to get looked at or targeted as much as me. So of course you're going to have more crime rate when it comes to blacks. And of course, because blacks are in a fucked up state, most of them. Like the whole community. You can't tell people how to live in the hood if you've never been in the motherfucker. You can't tell them how to survive if you've never been there. But that's not even my gripe, because I'm not here to defend the bullshit black people do, because black people need to realize who the fuck they are and tap into that greatness. So you can enjoy this, you know, the cars and the shit like that. Not in a sinful bullshit way, just a righteous way, just enjoying the fruits of your labor. You need to tap into your greatness. So I'm not here giving no black person a pass. I'm not giving nobody a pass. Matter of fact, see, that's the problem with racism. We're going to give the elite the pass that's poisoning everybody, killing everybody, and we only going to judge the black guy with the drugs. He's the bad guy. That dude ain't doing nothing to you compared to this dude that's sneaking behind your back, killing you and shit. But this is what racism does. It makes you worry about what black people do. They're the bad people. Meanwhile, the government, who look just like you, is really the ones that's doing you dirty. They the ones robbing you and shit. I ain't never stole nothing from no so-called Mexican, white, none of that. Government does every day. They stealing shit from you every day. But you're programmed to believe it's just black people who are thieves. That's what you're programmed to believe. Same way black people are programmed that it's only white people destroying them. I'm going to go back to Pac again. This is why Pac's the GOAT. It ain't them that's killing us, it's us that's killing us. It ain't them that's knocking us off, it's us that's knocking us off. What does Pac mean when he says this? Is he saying that the government or so-called, you know, maybe a racist person didn't hire you or something like that? He's not saying that they don't have, they don't have an effect at all. But ultimately, it's you. They can only do so much. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, remember? They can only do so much. They can only set up all this programming. I'm set up to fail, just like the next man. Even the so-called white race is set up to fail. We're all set up to fail. But when you think with a biased, stupid, low vibration, racial mind, like some people, can't even just say one race, because every race got racism. But when you think of it in the mind of it's only black people and I ain't got to worry about shit because I'm a white American male, I got it made, you already fell by the sword, bro. You act like there's no trap set up for you. But there is traps set up for you. There's traps set up for me, you, everybody. And it's not just poison traps or being broke traps. It's mental traps too. Because mental slavery is worse than the physical. Because you don't even know you're a slave. You cannot be free from this Illuminati shit until you realize what the fuck they do and how they move. And that's when you become free. A lot of the shit that you see black people do is because they're programmed to do it. It ain't got nothing to do with their fucking skin. Because if you look at their history, real history, you will see that these people was creating electricity and all kind of shit. Nobody want to believe that though, because they're programmed to be racist. No way that black person built pyramids and shit. That's impossible. All they did was get on the boat. That's where they started. That's what you programmed to believe, dummy. But meanwhile, every race was black at first. Every race. Chinese look like Chinese. They was just like this or darker. Europeans look like Europeans, but they was like this or darker. Somewhere along the line, I don't know what happened, but melanin started to reduce more and more and more. But the features of humans was all the same. All this, they moved to a different sun and they lost the pigment. But what about the features? Africa got all the features of all races. You go to Africa, you're going to see a black Chinese. You're going to see a black European with blonde hair and blue eyes. You can't make this shit up. They don't want you to know that though. Another thing the government don't want you to know is they all races in their shit. They not racist towards each other. They just want you to be racist so you can stay divided and conquered and be their slaves, and then your kids will be their slaves too. And this is probably the last video I'm making. I'm done with this shit because nobody listening. This will probably be the last video I put on YouTube for until winter. Because I know some of y'all not listening. So it's cool. I stay on my grind. You know what I mean? And I don't got no Patreon, none of that. None of that shit. This shit is all free. This is all free game that I put on YouTube. No Patreon, no none of that. I'm already good with it'd be nice, but I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do no Patreon and all that because I'm not even trying to get paid off this shit. I feel like God will reward me by default. You know what I mean? So you can't pay me more than God will reward me. But my point is, we are all programmed to be shit. And if we don't understand that, you're going to be the shit that you're programmed to be. You're going to be the shit. You're going to be that bad bitch. You don't know no better. Everybody look at it as it's somebody's skin tone or something. I see bad bitches of all races. You know what I mean? All races try to be bad bitches. But what do they show us? It's always the black chick, right? All races try to be drug dealers and shit. What do they show us? 9 times out of 10, it's usually the black dude, right? All races are racist. What do they show us? Usually the white person being racist or some shit. That's what they do, right? Or somebody didn't get hired because he was black. But they don't show where a white woman might get rejected for food stamps because the black woman is in charge in that building or some shit. They don't show you shit like that. Or they don't show you where cops kill white people. They're not going to show you that because that's not going to keep y'all divided, man. That's going to, see, as long as I don't show a white cop killing a white person, the so-called white males will think it's only the black people. I ain't got nothing to worry about. Ha, 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 ha. Joke's on you, dumb racist. At the end of the day, the joke's on you. Because you don't realize your real enemy. You still think it's black and white, you big dummy. Wake the fuck up. As long as we're divided as Mexicans, blacks, and all that, and with gender, now they trying to divide gender, not just race. They using gender now. As long as we're divided with countries, gender, and race, they gonna rule over us, and their kids gonna rule over us too. Your kids, shall I say. But my kids are gonna understand. Like, they can't stop the fact that the elite are gonna rule because y'all are still falling by the sword and allowing them to rule. So if I did have kids, they would have to accept the fact that the so-called Illuminati kids are going to run shit. But the truth is going to set them free. They're going to understand what's really going on out this motherfucker. Because I'm going to tell them. Y'all don't even want to talk about this boogeyman Illuminati motherfucker. Y'all act like he doesn't exist. It's a game to y'all. Y'all wonder why y'all fall by the sword. It's not a game. The reason why you see so many women want to be the bad bitch is because attention, it's like a high school fucking drug or something. It's like they still stuck in this, I want status, I want attention. They want that more than just being a great woman. Later they'll want to be the great woman after they're older and all this. It's too late by then. You better do it now. You better do it now. But they're not going to do it now because they're not programmed to do it now. It is what it is. They fell by the sword. A lot of these women have fell by the sword because dads have failed them. Their dads are not there to tell them the real. And even that might not be enough. You can have your dad there and everything, and they still might not listen. I've seen dudes not listen to their dads. Like, man, you got a dad, you lucky. Wish I had a dad to listen to. I've seen it growing up, and he's still hard-headed, still don't want to listen, still do dumb shit. So sometimes it's not the parent. But it helps. At least I could try. I can't stop my kids from doing shit if I have kids. I'm just going to tell them the real. They listen, they don't. At least I armed them with the armor of knowledge. Now, it's their choice to set themselves free or not. But they can't say I didn't give them the armor. Most parents want to tell their kids what to do. I would rather tell my kids why they shouldn't, or what they should do and what they shouldn't do. You can do what the fuck you want. I can't stop you anyway. You're going to do it any fucking way. Don't let me catch you doing it, because that's a problem. But all in all, I can't stop you from doing it. So who gives a fuck? Right? Who gives a fuck? All I'm going to do, I do give a fuck. I care about what happens to you. But as far as trying to stop you and don't sleep with a guy, I can't stop if I have a daughter, I can't stop her from doing that shit. I'm just going to let her know why she should second guess this shit and think about not sleeping with a man yet. That's all I can do. She listens, she don't, because I can't stop her anyway. Same thing with these videos. All I can do is tell motherfuckers why you stupid for being racist. Or why you think everybody is a bad person that looks like me or this or that. Or vice versa. Every black person think of every white person bad, or Mexican person bad, whatever the fuck, you get the point. All I can do is point this shit out, and then y'all go from there. I'm not here to save the world, I can't. People are gonna hate regardless. Some people that are racist really ain't even about race with them. It's just they're haters. They hate people regardless. They find shit to hate on people regardless. Now you got some Mexicans been deported, and the main thing they saying is, we don't break crimes. Look at how much black people are breaking crimes. That's another programming. Because again, black people do not break the most crimes, because just because you're not being charged for a crime don't mean you're not breaking it. How can you say black people break the most crimes when this boogeyman Illuminati motherfucker brings the drugs on the boat for the whole entire country? Brings the guns on the boat for the whole entire country. Not just this country either. Right? Not just this one. We just talking about this one. That alone puts him over the fact that he's breaking more crimes and committing more bullshit than the so-called black people. Not only that, he's putting poison and shit in our food and all this other shit. That's murder. You can say what you want, it's still murder. It don't matter if I did it right now, boom, shot you with a gun. Or I put some of the shit in your food and you're going to die slow, motherfucker. Still murder you. Premeditated murder is actually worse. They charge you more for that. Why don't we talk? Why don't white males see this? I gotta say white males, because you're the main ones that ignore this shit. But I already know why you ignore it, because of racism. This is how you so-called stay on top, but you're not even on top. That's the thing. They want you to believe that you're on top. If you're not the Illuminati, I don't give a fuck how white you are. You're not on top. And I understand that. See, other black people don't understand that. They think every white person got it made and this and that. That's not true. It's just simply not true. And that's why sometimes whites don't understand, or they don't understand why do black people think I got it made so much. Because most of them don't. You're thinking about the elites. There's a difference. Your average Billy and Sarah and shit, for the most part, don't have it made like y'all think. They might have it in certain ways. They might have advantages that you don't have, like getting hired before you or something. But overall, they don't. But then you got the racist motherfuckers who actually believe they do got it made. They fell by the sword in the stupidity of thinking, oh, it's only the black people they get. We good. You're not good, Billy. You're not good. They coming for your ass. Not answering the phone. They coming for you too, Billy. They not gonna show you where the cops shooting you, Billy. They're only gonna show you where it happens to blacks, so the black people get mad at you, and so you will fall to sleep even more and think it's only black people. Because if they show the whites cops killing whites as much as they show the white cops killing blacks, now you relate. And when people relate, what happens? They understand each other better. They relate to each other better. They stop fighting against each other better. And then they're going to start looking at, oh, that guy tricked us all into hating each other. Let's go after this guy. This guy meaning the so-called elite. The elites playing all y'all. All y'all. That's why I laugh at the dumb racists. You don't even know what the fuck you doing. I laugh at your stupid ass. Sometimes I don't get mad at some of these videos because I understand AI. They even got AI now. I'm glad I thought about that. AI videos now. Fake ass videos trying to stir up racism. Anytime you see these videos that look like they got blurs in it and shit, it's probably AI. 99.9% of the time. They're making AI videos of race incidents. And what do people do? Hop on there, racist this, racist that. Dumb motherfuckers. Y'all falling for it. Y'all falling for everything they want y'all to fall for. This is going to be a big thing. I feel in my heart, something told me in my heart, that this AI shit, this fucking fake video, especially when it comes to race shit, is going to be a big thing. But I was already hit to when one of those videos showed a cop killing a black person and the blood was fake as shit. I said, that's interesting. Why would they fake a white cop killing a black person? I think the George Floyd shit was fake. Because ain't no way a cop going to sit right there with phones and he going to commit murder right there. It don't make sense. Broad daylight, I'm just going to kill somebody and you got the phone right there. Stop. I do believe now a racist cop might take a black person to the woods or some shit and kill him. I can see that, but right there in broad daylight, stop, man. You're not going to do that. That's committing murder right in broad daylight. You might as well just go to jail and prison. Just go to prison. It don't make sense, man, but y'all fall for the shit. I don't believe none of that. I don't believe the Puffy shit. And if the Puffy shit is true, it's probably because he tried to sue the people and he broke his oath. You dance with the devil, you're going to die with the motherfucker. But more than likely, the Puffy shit probably some bullshit. The Puffy character has to be killed off. It's time for him to go. It's a character, man. All this shit is characters and shit. It's not real. They not. The people are real. Like Sean Combs, if that's his real name, that's a real motherfucker. But the Puffy character is not real. It's time that we gotta kill this Puffy character off. We need a big distraction. You know what I mean? What do y'all do? Every day. Puffy this, Puffy that. Cassie this, Cassie that. These people are paid actors. Kobe Bryant's wife got pregnant. All this shit, man. Travis Hunter, that's another one that I feel like been put in there. What y'all would call industry plants. They do it with athletes too. I feel like this Travis Hunter shit is some fake shit. I just feel, that's just what I feel. I feel like it's another distraction and another, because as long as they keep us distracted, that's how they win. That's how they stay over us. But you never going to be able to overthrow the elite because it would take all races of people to do it. And all races of people ain't going to come together and do it because they constantly, they racist and shit. They don't trust each other. Some of them ain't even racist. The fact, it's not even the fact that everybody racist. Some people just don't trust. I don't trust them. I don't trust black people. I done seen too much shit. I don't trust white people, dog. I done seen too much shit, dog. Fuck that. See what I'm saying? I don't trust Mexican people, dog. This or that. Because you've been programmed not to trust motherfuckers, man. And I don't trust nobody, but I'm not going to say I don't trust you because you're Mexican or because you're white or this or that. I trust everybody to a certain extent until they show me not to. Ain't got nothing to do with no damn race. It's not about race. It's about the elite Illuminati versus us. That's what it's about. Like it or not. Like it or not. Either you come together or die with each other. That includes you, Billy. The so-called, I'm good. I'm the racist white guy who ain't got to worry about it. Yeah, you do, Billy. You might have a little edge over me or whatever in some cases, but you still got to worry about them people. There's still poison in little Billy cereal, no matter how you look at it. Just like there's poison in little Tuan cereal, motherfucker. It's the same shit. You're not getting away with it no easier than me. They just got to make it seem like they not fucking with you. This dude said on the video, you black people say you're going to sit back and watch as the people come and round up all the Mexicans. But what you going to do when they come for you next? You ain't going to have nobody have your back. For one, everybody sat back and watched black people go through slavery and everything. Didn't nobody jump in and save shit. So what are we really talking about? For two, even if they do come after black people next, they still coming for you. They coming for you too. AI is something to replace humans, bottom line. It might take 100 years or something, but AI is here to replace us. That's why these fake AI videos got to stir up racism and shit. First I'm thinking like this. They probably thinking like, first we got to let them take themselves out. You know what I mean? And then AI will be so advanced at some point to where it could drive trucks and make food and all this shit. At some point, they're not even going to need humans no more, man. Except for them, the elite. Why do you think it's strange that all these celebrities move to islands and shit? That's why I don't think this Puffy shit real. Puffy probably on the island. All them celebrities sometimes, like if you look at these channels where they break down numbers and shit, you be like, how did he die on that day? How does that number add up exactly to this or that? When you get on the so-called geometry calculator and shit, and it all be making sense and shit, you be like, whoa, this is some crazy shit. That motherfucker probably ain't dead. He probably on the island now. It was his time to disappear. You know, the character and shit. Probably ain't dead though. And y'all think this shit some funny ass laughing shit. And that's all right. The truth sets me free. I ain't worried about it. You can laugh all the fuck you want, but you're not gonna be free. That's why you're stuck in the matrix, man. You don't even think this motherfucker exists. You think it's Donald Trump or some shit. Donald Trump's hired. Yeah, America's gonna be great again. Man, Donald Trump ain't nothing but a puppet. He would have never gotten the White House if the elite didn't want it to happen. You ain't got shit to do with it. Your vote, none of that shit ain't got nothing to do with it. Let's put a black president in the White House to stir up hate, stir up separation. Let's act like a black woman's running for president against Donald Trump, stir up hate, separation. Y'all just don't get it, man. Y'all just don't get it. Damn, it feels good to be free. Because I know what's going on. Anytime I see the cop killings and shit, I study that shit first. I don't get mad and, oh, they killed another black person, this and that. I study this shit. In fact, this so-called war shit with the Mexicans and shit, I'm not even convinced that that's even happening unless I see somebody from California that I know or something and say, yeah, it's really happening. Why do I say that? Because remember when COVID was here? And down there by the UD Flyer Stadium, it's like, look at all these people lined up to get COVID shots and this and that. Man, a motherfucker rolled right past that motherfucker, wasn't nobody there. These people be lying. Remember when they had that hospital where the same picture was in overseas and it was in New York? And somebody was smart enough to catch the logo and shit? Come on, man. These people are crazy, man. Somebody caught the logo on their ass and shit, man. And then some of the COVID victims was fucking plastic dummies and shit. Like, come on, man. These people are liars, bro. They the devil, man, because the devil works through them because they got the most power. It's not necessarily that the devil it's only this race of people that's the devil. It's the people who are in charge. I'm gonna say that again, because a lot of people, the white man's the devil. The devil, blah, blah. The devil can work through who, I say the white and the Jewish man, right? They're not necessarily the devil, but the devil can use them the most. Why? Because they're in charge. If the black people was running the world, the devil can use them the most. Think about it. They are in charge. So they're not necessarily the devil, but the devil can use them the most. Why? Because they have the most power. They're in charge. Make sense? Think about it, man. Again, the devil is not somebody with horns and some fire, man. He works through people. He can work through me, not just the Illuminati. But for racist people to say, it's only black people doing all the evil in the world, I know you're off. Because what can the devil use the black people for real, for real? Maybe rap music, but guess what? There's people in charge telling black people, hey, if you don't rap about this, you're not getting in. If you don't be the bad bitch in the music, we don't want no Lauryn Hill shit no more. It's time to program these women to fall by the fucking sword. Fuck Lauryn Hill shit. If you're not bringing that bad bitch shit in here, you're not getting no record deal. This is why I like older rap more than newer. Because I understand the new rap is all about fucked up programming. At least with a lot of the older rap, it keeps my mind sharp. It keeps me in tune with reality. Instead of the humming bullshit. It's cool, I get it. But if you don't understand the truth, then you don't understand that it's entertainment purposes only. You're going to try to mimic it. A lot of these women that you see, or young girls that you see, doing the mimicking of the bad bitch music is because they don't understand that it shouldn't be for entertainment purposes at all, honestly. But once you understand, all right, this is really bad for me, but I'll just use it for when I'm out partying or something. Entertainment purposes only. Not to try to live it and get a status, and I don't want to be a wife, I want to be the bad bitch. It's all about intention and shit. You don't understand that, you're going to fall by the sword. Same thing with the men. I can listen to music all day long for entertainment purposes. Just like I could watch a movie for entertainment purposes. Let's say I watch Jason or Freddy. That don't mean I'm about to go out and do the shit. It's entertainment purposes only. Same thing with rap music. Entertainment purposes only. Not so I can go out and mimic it, and I'm going to go fuck some bitches, and I'm not doing all that. What do I look like, 15? I understand that it's here to destroy my greater self. So why would I do it? Shouldn't even be listening to it, to be honest. That's why I really don't fuck with the new shit, because it's all the way bad. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. A bunch of hype. It's just nothing there, man. I can't do it. I've tried it. I can't do it. Can't do it. I'm just tired of everybody looking at the so-called black people as the worst, and you're not. It's not that I don't give a fuck that you look at. It's not that you're looking at the black people, it's that you're not looking at the real person. That's my issue, especially with the racist motherfuckers. You're not. If you're gonna say that okay, black people wrong for selling drugs, then you still gotta say, well, bro, my race brought a boatload of drugs here. I don't understand how you could dismiss that, but point the finger at that. It don't make sense. Or there were some black people fighting in the school. Look at them, this and that, animal, this and that. But then a dude can shoot up a whole school. And you not even know where to be found in the comment section. You're trying to tell me 10 black kids fighting in a classroom is worse than a motherfucker shooting up a whole school? You fucking racist bitch. You know you wrong, man. But these are the people that we deal with. But what I love about this shit is the Illuminati's getting their asses too. They just think they not. They really believe. This is why they so much on Trump. They've been programmed to believe that Trump is some person that's for them or only for making white America great or whatever the fuck they believe. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. But since you racist, you're gonna go for it. I don't even think Trump's racist. I think Trump's a puppet and he's just doing what he's told to do. That's what I think. Behind closed doors, Trump's fucking with black people who are in the Illuminati just like the next motherfuckers. Y'all don't get it. Y'all in denial because when it's somebody who look like you, it's okay. That's why when it's somebody who looks like black people, they're okay with it. I'm okay with Nicki Minaj putting out music to poison all the little black girls. Why? Because Nicki Minaj looks black like me. You go, girl. You're an independent woman. Man, she's fucking poisoning everybody. She's doing what she's been told to do by the others so she can get paid. How the fuck don't you point that out? But you'll point out Karen or whatever fuck. Becky, Karen, whatever. That's not right. Same thing with the black people. I said black people, black men. It's okay for LeBron and all them to throw up the 666 and all that. I'm a fan of these people as far as basketball. But if I have kids, they're going to know what's really real. But you can't tell black dudes this shit. They'll be mad at all the racist shit. But it's okay for LeBron and them to sell out and do all this other shit they doing. They don't want to accept that. You're just saying that a black person can't be great unless they join the Illuminati. No, God bless them to be great. They got the talent, but who rules the world? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So you can have the talent all day long. You know, people, there's more Lauryn Hills out here that can sing and everything. We're not letting you in. You're telling women to empower and be great women. Nah, fuck that. Where's the bad bitch shit at? Yeah, you over there, you getting in. Not you. If you don't wear a skirt, you're not getting to Hollywood. We need you to feminize black men. Oh, you don't want to put on that skirt? No 50 million for you. All programming, everything. But when you know the truth, you're going to plug into the right program and you're going to see the right program. They can't fuck with you. You're going to recognize everything they do. And you're going to understand their tactics. And then when you see it again, you're already going to know. I know why this is happening. I know why that's happening. Same thing when you get game when it comes to women and men. I know why she said that. Or why she wanted to break or this or that. I'm 10 steps ahead of that shit. I already know what she about to do. Oh, she been acting funny lately. This and that. Yeah, she about to leave or she already fucking somebody else. I already know. But if you're not on game, you're not going to know. What's wrong with my baby, dog? Let me go get a book or look at a million videos and see why a woman's doing this or that. Or same thing with you females. I did everything for a man and he still won't do this or that. If you had game, you know why. Don't matter what you do. If he wanted to act right, he would. It's a choice. Plain and simple. Plain and simple, man. It's not the fucking skin. I need black people to realize this shit. It don't matter. They gonna want, when it comes to the so-called black people, the reason why they do what they do is because it's cooler. It's a high school, low vibration thing. It's I want to be the man or the woman. I want to be seen the cool motherfucker. To them, that's cool. Destroying yourself is cool. Not going to be a scientist and all this other shit. The moment they start, oh, you white. You talking correctly and you white, dog. You trying to be a scientist, you white. Not realizing black scientists was they was the first scientists and shit. Dummies. You don't know who you are. That's the problem. You think you're being what they want you to be. You are being what they want you to be. That's exactly what you're doing. I'm a bad bitch. I'm a bad bitch. Yeah, you're being what they want you to be. But yet you claim that I'm against black or the Illuminati or whites running black people or oppressing us and this or that. You don't understand. You're helping them. All they can do is throw out the bait. Are you going to take the bait or not? And it's not just with black people, it's anybody. All they do is throw out the race bait to you, Billy and Chad. Be racist towards black people. Look, look, look. You can take that bait, or you can be smart enough to understand, well, my race bought the guns so black people can shoot and sell. Just like I understand that, just like I understand, yeah, them rappers are black, but they're also selling out for money and they're programming black people to do this dumb, I'm cool type dumbass shit. Low vibration, I get it. Other people don't get it though. They think it's okay. Because they're black, he just getting money, you a hater, nigga. You hating. I don't give a fuck. That's what choice he making. I don't hate none of them. I don't hate Jay-Z or none of that. I just know what it is. And if I have kids, they're going to know what it is. I ain't going to say don't listen to Jay-Z. I'm just going to tell them the real. You want to be a rapper? Well, understand these are the things that you're probably going to come across. You're probably going to have to sleep with a man and this and that. Oh, I got a daughter. She likes the bad boy. And he's too nice and he's boring. Well, understand. Look, I'm not going to tell you not to pick the bad boy or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? You call him bad boy or whatever. But I'm going to tell you why you should or why you should think about this or whatever. That's all I can do. This is a reason why I know the Jews gotta be if the Jews aren't the black people, then I don't know who they are. I'm talking about the Jews of the Bible, not them other motherfuckers over there. Because they don't fit the shit. So why y'all be reading the Bible like a book instead of precept on precept, line on line, like it says, right? You're not going to understand. You're going to think that, okay, Moses made it through the fire, or Moses made it through the Red Sea, and that applies to me getting my lights paid. You're never going to understand what the Bible's really talking about. And that's what the problem with church is. I'm not against church, but this is what they do. They're not really tapping into what the Bible's saying. Because if they was, then you would understand that the Bible is talking about the destruction and the restoring of the so-called Israelites. You can say whatever race they are, but I only know one race of fits and curses. Maybe two, the so-called Spanish Mexicans and shit, some of them. And the Cubans and shit like that on the islands. Those are the only people I know that could possibly fit those curses. All of those curses. Nobody else. You can say what you want. I ain't about to argue with nobody. If it ain't them, then it's got to be nobody. They're the only ones that lost their heritage. They're the only ones getting called by bywords. They're the only ones trapped in prison houses and none say delivereth them. They're the only ones that got shipped away on ships. Oh, but you didn't know that was in the Bible, did you? Because your church ain't going to read that to you. Because they're not allowed to. Unless you under a church that don't. Unless you're under churches that don't that pay taxes. The other ones are tax-free if they don't tap into the Bible like that. Something like a 501 rule or something like that. As long as you don't preach that, then it's okay, I guess. That's why Muslims think that Christians, it says in the Bible it's okay to eat pork. It don't say that. It says don't eat pork. It says don't eat pork, man. I don't consider myself a Christian. I consider myself a person that believes the Bible. I believe in the so-called Jesus in the Bible. The other, the law's done and you can eat pork and all that, I don't know about that one. That sounds like some antichrist to me. The one in the Bible said the law still stands. Even though you can't earn your way in heaven and all that, that still don't mean the law don't stand. It don't make sense. And the one in the Bible says Sabbath day, not Sunday, Sabbath day. Sunday is some rabbi stuff or some pope stuff and all that other stuff, worshiping suns and other false gods and stuff. Same thing with Easter. Passover is not Easter. Passover is not Easter, man. I'm glad she said that. She said, be a king, inventor, someone great. I'm glad you said that because I'm going to break that shit down too. Another thing they do when they program people is, especially black people, is just be a basketball player or actor. Don't do all this other great shit. They just want you to, because there's a lot of things that you can be great at in this life that can make you successful as a race or as a person individually, regardless of what race you are, right? But if I only keep you down to just basketball or entertaining, that's all you good at. Don't do nothing else. If I make you think that all the other shit black people ain't never tapped into or never did, even though they was the first ones to do all this crazy shit, building pyramids and shit. But if I could just make you believe that all you are is a basketball player and an actor, look how much that limits you to becoming a great at something. So they want you to believe God only made black people to be basketball players and actors. That's it. And you wonder why there's so many of us aren't reaching our full potential. Because all you see is, well, I only see black people being great at being a rapper or an athlete or an actor. I guess that's the only chance I got to be great. It's foolish. That's a big part of not knowing who you are. Once you know who you are, you're going to realize you was a scientist and all these other great things. They don't want you to know that. They also do it because they want the other races of people not to relate to you. Black people ain't never invented nothing. I'm the racist. But what if that internet you on right now, which was created by a black person, racist? I thought they didn't create nothing. What about that stoplight? I thought they didn't create nothing. What about the reefer trucks to bring food to you? I thought the black person didn't create shit. What about the air conditioner? I thought they didn't create shit. I can go on and on. But let the Illuminati tell it. All they do is sell drugs and shit. That's it. So not only do you have the effect of other races looking at you a certain way and thinking that that's all you are, you just do this or that. You do it too. You look at yourself and think the same thing. Because you don't know who you are. That's all we are. Might as well just sell drugs. That's the only way I'm going to make it. Man, I'm done talking about this shit, man. Fuck it, man. It is what it is, man. You want to be a bad bitch, fall by the sword, man. I'm not here to stop it. You're going to do it anyway. Because it's cooler and it's more beneficial now, but not later. All you younger women right now think it's cool. I'm the bad bitch. Look at all the men. Yeah, it's cool now, but it ain't going to be cool later. You're going to be crying and wishing that you could be a woman to a man. It's going to be too late by then. The devil done tricked you. He done took your worth, and now you ain't got no worth to give to a man now. And even if you do, it's probably not going to be the man you could have got. So you still got tricked out of your worth. Same thing with men. I'm just going to sleep around and be a player, dog, and this and that. Then by the time you ready to get a girl, it's too late. You're going to have to settle. You used to get all those good women that you could have had, and you just played them. Now you got to settle for Felicia. That's your fault. That's your fault, listening to other men. You ain't got no wall. You might not have a wall as a man because we're judged differently. That's the only reason why you don't got a wall, because women judge us differently. But technically, you still got a wall. You're only getting away with it because women judge us differently. And really, you're not getting away with it. Because if you 50 years old, yeah, you get a 20-year-old girl, but do you really want a 20-year-old chick at 50? I mean, I guess if you look at it in certain ways, it could be cool. But overall, is that really what you want? You kind of want a girl you can vibe with, kick it with. She got to be a little bit closer to your age. At least 35 or something. 20-year-old ain't trying to fuck with you like that. They trying to take you for shit. Maybe if you was like 40, maybe a 25-year-old, maybe. Maybe. But it's pushing it a little bit. You get my point. 6-year-old men, yeah, you rich and you get a 20-year-old chick, but I mean, you're not getting real. What's real? Like, I know why people might do it, and I know why men are going to disagree and all that. It's whatever, man. It's whatever. I'm not here to argue, man. I don't think it's what y'all think it is. I just don't. I don't think a 60-year-old man is winning because he's pulling a 20-year-old chick. I guess if you just look at it as sex and looks, I guess. But at that age, I don't see too many 6-year-old men really caring about that shit like that. For real? You care more about, having someone and shit like that. But shit, I'm gonna go, man, because I still gotta do this little gym shit. Gotta take this shit off for a second. Hit the gym real quick, then come back out and shit. I'm gone. I'm gonna holler at you on the next one, man. Y'all stay up, man. Trust me, man. It's all about programming. They want us to be separated. And I'm not about to finna argue with nobody. I ain't about to try to convince black people to be better. I ain't trying to convince white people, Mexican people. I don't give a fuck. You're not my kids. I make a video. That's it. Whoever it reaches. Whoever it don't. I'm not here to save the world. I can't. If God Almighty can't stop everybody from doing stupid stuff, who am I? Don't stand a chance at all. But I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. The truth will set you free, man. The truth will set you free of all this lying and deceiving and all this shit that's going on. Oh, he's racist? Well, I already know why. He's programmed. I ain't mad at you. I'll leave you alone, bro. I ain't even mad at you. I spoke. You didn't want to speak. A lot of Arabs, you try to speak to them at the gym and shit. You don't want to speak. I already know why. Because you think, because I'm a black person, I'm this or that. It's cool. I could judge you the same way and think you got a bomb in your pocket, but, I know the truth. I'm not a dumbass like you, so, stay lost. That's just how I see it. Lock the doors, honey. Meanwhile, my car way better than yours. You know what I mean? Oh, they don't got no job. They're on welfare. They don't take care of their kids. Almost every black person, every black man that I know of, I'm not saying that there ain't some that don't take care of their kids, but all the ones that I know of or come across, keep in mind, know of, not even really know, but know of, they take care of their kids. Then I see a lot of other races not take care of their kids. So what are we really talking about here? That's programming. The black woman's the only one with attitude. More programming. She might be the only one that doesn't hide her shit. But they all got them. They all got them. All men got them. Women ain't the only ones with attitudes. Oh, she been ran through. She got a bunch of kids. But then the man got a bunch of kids. And it's okay. More programming. See, we're programmed to think as men, it's okay if I have a bunch of kids by a bunch of women. Because I'm a man, I can do that. No, you're fucking up your life, you dummy. It don't make sense. That's programming. What's the difference between a woman having a bunch of kids and a man having a bunch of kids? It's no different. I get it, the woman gets used basically during sex and all that shit. But contamination is contamination. If I put my private in a fucking dumpster and then pull it out, oh, it's clean because I'm a man. No, I put my private in a dumpster. The contamination's still there, bro. You can't wipe it off, motherfucker. It's the same shit. The same, you still slept with that woman, she still carries spirits of energy. What, you gonna wipe that off now? Or maybe she gave you a disease, you gonna wipe that off? Y'all fools are tripping, man. I live by this. Whatever I expect from women, I expect from myself first as a man. Then I could demand it from women. If I can't demand it from myself first as a man, how the fuck am I demand it from women? Or even if I have kids, how can I demand this or that from my kids, but I don't demand it from myself first? It don't make sense. Goes back to what I said about the so-called black people breaking crimes. You demand black people not to break crimes, but then will not even look at the guy bringing the guns and the drugs and the sex trafficking and all this other shit he doing, putting poison in our air, causing cancer and all that. You don't demand greatness from him because he look like you. He's the same race as you. But when it comes to black person, any little thing you do, I'm going to point it out and say, bad blackie. And the same thing vice versa. You demand white people to stop doing this or that to black people, you gotta demand it from yourself first. Yeah, your rap music is cool, but you selling out, bro. Lil Baby and all that, you selling out, leading people to slaughter. Yeah, that shit's cool for entertainment purposes, but at the end of the day, I'm not saluting it because you're sending kids to slaughter. And for the racist people who say, see, that's what I'm talking about. Look at all that rap music, that filthy rap music and all this and all that. It's no different than horror movies. That's number one. And number two, who is the machine behind all this distribution and shit? That's telling these people either rap like this or you don't get no money. Not saying the rapper is innocent because they chose to bite that fruit. But that person giving that person the fruit is guilty too. You can't just look at the rapper and that's just the rapper. That's what a lot of racist people would do. It's just a black rapper. Meanwhile, what about the motherfucker that's putting all these people on? Distributing the shit to your suburban white kids. All the rapper did was take the deal from the guy that looks like you. Somebody had to distribute it. Distribute it. Some distribution had to distribute it. But the racist people don't hold him accountable at all. We going straight to the black person. Bad blackie. That's what racism does, man. It blinds you from the truth. And that goes both ways. That's why black parents don't see nothing wrong with the rap music. Rap music really should have been abandoned from the black community because the so-called elite found a way to make it against us. They like this rap music and they're good at it. Let's flip this shit. Let's flip it and not let them not distribute their shit unless they do some poison shit to their communities. All they did was took something good and turned it bad. That's all they did. So we should have been left it alone. As soon as they did that shit, we should have left that alone, found something else. But nope, nobody want to do that. And you can't tell me that rap music is not the biggest influence on the black community because that's exactly what they mimic the most. They don't mimic being a scientist and all this other shit. They mimic rap music the most. And if anybody say that that's not the truth, you're a fucking liar. You're a liar if you say that's not true. You know it's true. I know it's true. The whole world knows it's true. I'm not about to ramble on with this shit no more. Watch this shit if y'all want to, man. YouTube, whatever. I'm done, man. Shit been going on way too long anyway.